And Part 128. The volunteers consider it an honor to be called on to talk with and visit needy people in their local community. Since advice and suggestions are not standardized, the program suffers from the lack of professional judgment, and it was therefore attacked by the Allied occupation and is still criticized by some Japanese professional social workers. The advantage of the system is that senior people in the community respected for maturity and personal judgment, taken interest in family situation, giving advice about how to achieve greater frugality, how to resolve personal difficulties, and how to cope with the employment problems. Because they live nearby and visit people in their homes, and the volunteers understand the local situation and tend to bring to bear the more enlightened side of the community opinion. Over the years, the Japanese have built up roster to such people, one in each neighborhood or local community, who take an interest in the neighborhood and help look after people with problems. This informal system not only mobilizes the local community support but reduces the demands on a welfare budget that has a very small paid staff by American standards. In 1976, the United States Department of Health, Education and Welfare had 155,100 employees. Japanese Ministry of Education and Health Welfare had 11,200. Redistribution and well-being without dependence. One of the tenets of the Japanese approach to welfare in the broad sense is that there should be economic employment opportunities for everyone, that those who work and exert themselves from their organization should be appropriately looked after. The government's policy of distributing wealth throughout the society is not based on the public welfare but on the fine calibration of wages, taxes, budget redistribution to the poorer prefectures, and subsidized rice price paid to the farmers. People are not entitled to anything but the barest essentials unless they contribute to their groups. As a result, there is no sizable group that feels indignant out of the sense of entitlement or self-deprecatory out of the sense of inadequate achievement. Nor is there deep social cleavage between taxpayers and object to supporting those who work less and the recipients who object to the inadequacy of their payments and their uncertainty, the spirit in which they are given. In the view of the Japanese businessman, the ordinary worker in England, Sweden, or the United States has lost the drive for work. The differential between the low-paid worker and the welfare recipient is too small to retain a strong commitment to the organization. Despite the growth of welfare payments, and the bureaucrats in various ministries strive to maintain this differential. Bureaucrats in Finance Ministry, for example, take care to ensure that the effect of tax policy is to encourage people to save, to accept responsibility for others in company and the family. Even when Japan's growth far surpassed the other countries in employment was virtually non-existent, the Japanese employees sought workplaces that provided security, and he exerted himself for his company for public welfare and was not a real alternative for a comfortable life. In the West, in pre-industrial times, when communities were small, charity elicited by generosity and appreciated by the recipient was a humane way of ensuring minimal living standards. In the complex modern world, however, where groups have grown in size and formality, charity, however benevolent in its origin, has been transformed into government-sponsored system and personally operated, leading to a sense of entitlement. The recipient has less appreciation for what is received than annoyance at what is not received. The resulting cycle of frustration, lack of motivation for work, unattractiveness to the employers, and self-depreciation has disastrous consequences to the social fabric of many Western nations.